Okay, so this video is to show how to restore a backup file. As you know, I've been asking you to restore a backup file for the training that we do basically in class. I have been giving you full credit for the training for being in class and doing the training, but I would still like to be able to know what a backup is, be able to back it up and upload it. So for example, Chapter 7 training is what we did in class. That's part of your homework points doing that. Um, I would like to be able to finish that training, back it up, and upload it to this area here. So let's try to look at that in a video real quick. You'll notice that when we start the problem, we go into our folder and we go into these data files. Your data files are, there's a CD in the book that has these data files. We took them off of the website as well, and most of you, we downloaded them onto your USB drive. So if they're not working on your USB drive for any reason, go to the CD in the back of the book. That's another place you can get the data files. If we look at them, you'll notice they're backup files. So when we started Chapter 7, we came in here and we had to restore the Chapter 7 backup file. That's not the one I want you to upload because it doesn't have the added information into it. I would like to open the file that we worked on in class and then back it up again, that backup having the added information. So just let me point out that the backup for QuickBooks is different from the saving process in Word. We're not saving as we go in order to save what we've done. QuickBooks automatically saves it once we start working in it. So for example, we started this problem. We opened the backup from this data file folder and we put it into this restored file folder. So this file right here, Chapter 7, already has all of the updated data in it. But this is a very large file. What we want to do is zip it back it up again, so that then we can then upload it. You could probably upload this to Moodle, but I want to learn how to do the backup. There's two reasons you do the backup. One is that you want to zip it so that you can give it to someone in a compressed format, and the other is so that you can save it to a location other than your server, so that if something happens to your server, you don't lose all your company financials. Okay, so let's see how to do that. If we open QuickBooks, I got QuickBooks open. First, we're going to open the file that we worked on. So I'm going to open and restore. I'm not going to restore the file because we already restored the file. We worked on it. It's now an open file. I'm going to hit next. And I'm going to go to my computer. I'm going to go to my drive. You don't have this file. You don't have this file. You have student files. We're in Accounting 120. Student files. And we're going into the restored data files because this is where we put the work that we actually worked on. And within the restored data files, we got Chapter 7, Wild Water Sports. I'm going to open that. And my computer's slow today, so you can fast forward through this section. So once we're done with this process, you'll notice we'll have two backup files. We'll have the backup file before we started working on it. We'll have the restored file that we worked on, and then we'll have another backup file that will have the data that we worked on in class in it. So now I've got the file open. I'm going to back it up to a location that I can then send. So I'm going to go to let's see, create a backup file, create a backup, and we want not the online but to our local desktop. We want to save it now, and this will pop up. Sometimes another screen will pop up that's a little bit different on to show you drop down menus on where to put it. But in any case, we want it on our computer, and I want it on my USB drive, Charter College USB. Student files, Accounting 120, student files. I'm going to put it into week 3, day 5, which is the day we did it. So that's where I got to find it when I want to upload it to Moodle, save it, Do you want to change the location? I'm going to say no, use this location. Why does QuickBooks ask that? Because it thinks that you don't want to save the backup on the same drive that your data file is on, because that defeats the purpose of the backup. But our purpose of the backup is just to put it somewhere so we can upload it to Moodle. It's not to protect ourselves against loss of the file. So we are not going to worry about that. Alright, so once this has backed up, then we would go into Moodle, and if we go in here and find it, where did we put it? We put it under here. This is one of the most difficult things to do, sorting the file, where we put in the file, put it in an order, and we put it into day 5 here. So here's our file now. You'll notice it's now a backup file. So then we would have to go to here, and this is where we want to upload the backup file. We'd have to go into there, and because I'm in my instruction method, I can't see it here, but you would have a browse menu here. You would hit the browse button, and you would browse just like this. You would drill down. You'd go to my computer. You'd go to your USB drive. You'd go to your USB drive, and you drill down on the student files. And again, I put it on week 3, day 5, and then you would attach it here, and then attach it in here. So 6 people have done it for chapter 7. I appreciate that. And that is that. So I hope that helps for the backups.